I'm a man of God now, boy, that's evident. Let go and let God, and I ain't been the same ever since. A whole lot's changed since I got my mind right. No looking back, my past is in hindsight. It's only I'm brand new. Fresh out the box, yeah, I'm brand new. Everything about me is brand new, brand new. Fresh out the box, yeah, I'm brand new. Everything about me is brand new. I'm a man of God now, boy, that's evident. Those who don't believe the dead can live again, I'm evidence. I used to be the type that'll run up inside your residence, and now I'm trying to shine the light of Christ. Where with my section in? They were shocked when they found out this parolee was Christian. They thought it was just a phase, but I showed them consistency. Naysayers was motive when they thought I was only pretending. Still trying to live righteous and praying for my homies' repentance. I made a turnaround, now I'm like an apostle of the murder now. Trying to search the town to plant a seed inside some fertile ground. I ran the city with the worst of crowds, but I worship now. Cause to gain the world and lose my precious soul ain't worth the crown. Give me a servant's towel, I wash them feet if I have to. Matthew 20:27 when I smashed through. I was out for the bag like the trustful, but my present looks nothing like my past, cause I'm brand new. I'm a man of God now, boy, that's evident. Let go and let God, and I ain't been the same ever since. A whole lot's changed since I got my mind right. No looking back, my past is in hindsight. It's only I'm brand new. Fresh out the box, yeah, I'm brand new. Everything about me is brand new, brand new. Fresh out the box, yeah, I'm brand new. Everything about me is brand new. Christ say this trouble cat, and now I'm brand new. Bubble rap, if you ain't living what you preach about, then where the muzzle at? Cause people out here real about their faith is what this jungle lacks. Set free from a sinful life, and I ain't trying to double back. Got too many watching me to walk in hypocrisy. Blameless is what I gotta be to show them the God in me. So I hit my knees and intercede for them constantly till they surrender and raise their hands to God like a robbery. You can tell I'm different. Made a vow to God and I can't fail this mission. And it breaks my heart to see how full that hell is getting. If you got eyes to see, you know it cracks behind the scenes and they don't show it on the television. So sometimes I might be a little overzealous with them. And they call me a holy roller cause I'm hella Christian. Got saved in a cell in prison, but nope, no jail religion. Just to show all them religious folk that the next felon did it. Yeah. I'm a man of God now, boy, that's evident. Let go and let God, and I ain't been the same ever since. A whole lot's changed since I got my mind right. No looking back, my past is in hindsight. It's only I'm brand new. Fresh out the box, yeah, I'm brand new. Everything about me is brand new, brand new. Fresh out the box, yeah, I'm brand new. Everything about me is brand new.
Brand new, life is not a movie. Ever since juvie, murder used to soothe me and kill us slowly. Grab a Rugi or the Uzi, leave him with jacuzzi. Now I fellowship drop rubies on them Christian news. I love joy, beg Christ, and I beg hate. Read the word, grab a meeting, and I marinate. It's ministry in the streets, talking every day. I hit my knees to pray, I used to whip the Mary-Kay. I'm feeling low, baseboard, I'ma seek your grace, Lord. Ate the bread of life and got a taste for it. Built tough, made for it, sin and debt paid for it. Life is a wave and I'm a wakeboard. Bible study in the trenches, show yourself approved. Man of God, don't make excuses, I ain't being rude. Told sin to grab a U-Haul, it's time to move. Because everything about me is brand new.
I'm a man of God now, boy, that's evident. Let go and let God, and I ain't been the same ever since. A whole lot's changed since I got my mind right. No looking back, my past is in hindsight. It's only I'm brand new. Fresh out the box, yeah, I'm brand new. Everything about me is brand new, brand new. Fresh out the box, yeah, I'm brand new. Everything about me is brand new.
Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, 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 welcome to my show. I am very, very excited for this episode of the show. The reason why I'm excited is because I just got through serving a 31-day bid with Facebook. Yeah, the official urban therapist was in Facebook jail. How about that? Yeah, yeah, I know. It shocked me too when it happened. It really did. It really made me feel some type of way too as well. And the crazy part about it is that my 31 bid with Facebook, the only thing that they did was prevent me from going live. Of all the things that they could have did, they did that thing, which was preventing me from going live for 31 days. So I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I feel some type of way about that for real. I really do. And the thing that they dinged me for, it was for something that's, it was just something real crazy. Um, I would love to show y'all what they deemed me for, but unfortunately, Facebook had deleted it. So, and I can't even find it no more. But it was a meme that I post a year ago on this official urban therapist page on my Facebook page. I posted a meme on there, and on the meme, it had um, 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 slaves on there, right? And so basically, the meme was saying that people created this picture of these slaves hanging from a tree, and they used to be part of a postage stamp. And that was the whole point of the meme. The whole point of the meme was saying that back in the day, this used to be a postage stamp. So basically, the meme was calling for accountability. But unfortunately, Facebook decided to go all the way back in 2020 and find of all the things that I have posted, they decide to go and post this and they deem me for that. So yeah, I ended up serving a 31-day bid where I wasn't able to go live. That's it. And that was the crazy part about it. I wasn't able to go live on Facebook at all. So yeah, it made me feel some type of way for real. It really did. So today, since I'm back now, we're gonna talk about it. I know, y'all. There are many other things that I could be talking about. I do have a show later on today we're gonna do where I'm gonna want to discuss about the manosphere, and I want y'all to tune into that. Might even have a couple of special guests on as well, so we could just talk about the manosphere thing. But I want to talk about this because I believe that this is like really, really important. It's really important to me, and I believe it's important to other people as well. So, y'all just drop in the comment real quick. How many of y'all have served a Facebook bid where Facebook literally either block you from posting or they prevented you from going live or anything like that for some crazy petty reason? Let's put it in the comments real quick so I know that I'm not by myself with this. Because I'm the reason why I feel some type of way about this is because all this could have been prevented if they just would have just simply got in contact with me and just say, hey, this particular meme or this particular post, it violates community standards. Remove it. It'd been that simple to do that. And of course, I would have went on ahead and removed it. Just that simple. Simple as that. But instead, not only they did that, but they decide to block me for 31 days. That's 31 days of y'all not getting quality content from me, because I know y'all enjoy watching my show. That's 31 days of not having me around. That's 31 days of putting up with me just doing regular posts without actually seeing my face. That's 31 days of y'all either liking what I say or don't like what I say, you end up making it go viral and however way it go. That's 31 days of that. 31 days of missed content. So yeah, I honestly do feel some type of way about that. Now those of you who know me, y'all know that I made a video stating that I'm not on Facebook trying to get any type of monetization or anything like that. I'm not getting no type of monetization whatsoever. None whatsoever for Facebook. I don't even want to get monetization for Facebook. But for that to happen, I do feel some type of way about that. I'm just being real about it. I really do. I really do. So those of you who are watching me on Facebook, I welcome y'all. I welcome y'all back. Sorry for my absence. Those of you who are also watching me on YouTube, welcome as well. Welcome. Without further ado, let's jump into this thing. So the biggest question I have about this and about the community standards issue is, did they really violated my First Amendment rights? My actual First Amendment rights. For those of you who don't know the First Amendment rights, I'm gonna show it to you. I got it up here. Let's I'm gonna show it to y'all. This is our Constitution of the United States of America. This is the First Amendment of the Constitution. The First Amendment clearly reads, Congress shall make no laws respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people peacefully to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Now, if this in the United States Constitution and I'm allowed to have freedom of speech, then what was the whole point of preventing that? What was the whole point of me posting a certain post on there? If people agree with it, cool. If people don't agree with it, I mean, they just don't have to agree with it. It is what it is. So what was the whole point of preventing me for sharing quality content with good people who like the quality content of my channel? I just don't get it. There's a certain word on this First Amendment thing that I want y'all to pay attention to when it's talking about this freedom of speech part right here. This word talking about abridging. Now, this word of abridging right here, it is a simple term, right? This word abridging, it basically means to shorten or to without loosening of a sense. If you look at it in legal terms, right? If you look at it in legal terms, it used the word curtail. Now, the word curtail simply means to reduce in extent or quality, to impose or to restrict on. In other words, to cause a restriction on, to cut down, to reduce, to cut back, to decrease. So when you look at the First Amendment right here, it said abridging, or you could say it could, or to cut down the freedom of speech. You could say that, or of the press. So once again, if this part of our constitutional right to express ourselves, to have freedom of speech, why was this particular post that I made violated their community standards? Why? I just don't get it. I don't. So in order for me to fully understand this and fully understand their community standards, I'm gonna pull up their community standards. We're gonna get into Facebook community standards. All right. So let me stop this, and we're gonna jump into this. We're gonna see about Facebook community standards. We're gonna see what this community standard thing talking about, and we're just gonna just go from there with it. All right. So let me go ahead and get this up real quick. And I'm just like I ain't lying by y'all. I'm in my straight petty mode right now. But we need some clarification on this for real. So let me go and pull up this community standards. This is the Facebook community standards right here. All right. Now, there are several articles within the community standards. I'm not going to go into every last one of these articles of the community standards, all right, because it's a lot of reading. I know y'all don't want to just hear me read. But however, what I am going to do, I'm going to start with the basic foundations of their community standards, which is where I'm at right here, the introduction part. All right. So in that introduction part, they say this: everyday people use Facebook to share their experiences, to connect with friends and family, and to build a community. We are a service for more than 2 billion people to freely express themselves across countries and cultures and in dozens of languages, which that's good, cool. We get that. We recognize how important it is for Facebook to be a place where people feel empowered to communicate, and we take seriously our role to keep in keeping the abuse off our service. We get that. That's why we develop a set of community standards that outline what is and is not allowed on Facebook. Our policies are based on feedback from our community, what community they talking about, and advice of experts in the field such as technology, public safety, and human rights. Okay. So they seek advice from fields of technology. What technology have anything to do with, or public safety? I could kind of get human rights, but it would be better for them to add in here that they get advice from expert people, more of dealing with sociology, which is in my field of study, sociology, which they'll probably be a better fit for this. But I mean, that doesn't mean. But anyway, let's keep on. To assure that everyone's voice is valued, we take great care to craft policies that are inclusive of different views and beliefs, in particular those of people in communities that might otherwise be overlooked or marginalized. Okay, got it. We get that. Okay. Now, it says this: the goal of our community standards has always been to create a place for expression and give people a voice. And they got this thing highlighted in blue: to create a place for expression and give people a voice. So my question is, where anywhere my particular post that I post on my channel violated that particular community standards, where I have the right, according to y'all community standards and y'all policy, I have a right to create a place for expression and to give my voice, or give my voice or opinion about certain situations that happen to me culturally. That's what I'm trying to find out. But let's read. This has not and will not change. Okay. Building a community and bringing the world closer together depends on people's ability to share diverse views, experiences, ideas, and information. We want people to be able to talk openly about the issues that matter to them, even if some may disagree or find them objectionable. Facebook. If you didn't agree with my posts that I post on there, it's fine. Like I tell everyone who view my content, you could disagree with what I say, is fine. The stuff that I say is not in concrete. It's not 100% facts. It's based on my perspective and it's based on my opinion. It's very subjective. Like everything we deal with in this world is very subjective. Everything is subjective. So if that be the case, why was my particular content, why was I prevented from spreading quality content to my viewers for 31 days? Why? If this in y'all policy or y'all community standards for me to express myself, but okay. All right. So just like you say, we want people to be able to talk openly about issues that matter to them, even if some may disagree or find them objectionable. In some cases, look at this, in some cases, we will allow content for public awareness, which will be otherwise go against our community standards if it is newsworthy and in public interest. When I posted that post last year, when we was dealing with situation with COVID, not only was dealing with situation with COVID, at the same time, the the world or the United States was dealing with issues with police brutality. The world was dealing with other issues, dealing with racism and stuff like that. So this little particular post went exactly what was going on with what was happening with last year, expressing that last year. So what was the issue with it? What? So based on what they're saying right now so far, they can pick and choose what would be in the best interest or public interest. That's what I'm reading with this. All right. But once again, I'm being straight and petty with this. I ain't lying. I really am. But as it says this too, it says we do this only after weighing the public interest value against the risk of harm, and we look to international human rights standards as reflected in our corporate human rights policy to make these judgments, such as we consider the newsworthiness of content posted by anyone, including news organizations and individual users. For example, we have allowed content that graphically depicts war or consequences of war where it is from public to public disclosure. So once again, this is telling me that they're picking and choosing what they deem acceptable to their community standards and what they deem as not acceptable to their community standards. All right. Okay. So it's a lot to read here, but I want y'all to if y'all was having issues with Facebook with this, I challenge y'all to go and Google up Facebook community standards and just read this. And one point that I do want to mention to y'all too is that community standards is nothing more than Facebook policy. Community standards is nothing more than Facebook policy. It is not law. There's a total difference between it. It's their policy, but it's not law. It's their policy once again, but it's not law. It is not part of the United States Constitution. Now, many of you probably gonna be wondering, well, if that be the case, if this is just Facebook policy and it's not part of the law, then how do they have the right? How do they have the right to pick and choose what type of content that we could post on there and what type of content that could flag us for and block us? How can they do that? I'm glad you answered. I'm glad you want to know. I'm going to tell you how they can do that. I'm going to tell y'all how. The moment when all of us, including myself, the moment when we created a Facebook page, regardless if it's a public page or a brand page, the moment when we created that page, when we put in our name and our contact information and all that, if you took the time and read their policy, what are you doing is that you're actually giving Facebook the right to subject your First Amendment rights to them. Or in other words, you are pretty much signing a contract with Facebook. You're signing a contract with Facebook, acknowledging that you are waiving your First Amendment rights. You're waiving your First Amendment rights and you're following the policies of Facebook, which in this situation is their community standards. So that's how they have the power and ability to pick and choose whether they want to flag your content or not. That's how they do it. Because when we sign up for a Facebook page, it don't matter. It could be a Facebook page. It could be Instagram, which we know that Facebook owns Instagram now. You waive your First Amendment rights. It could be any type of social media platform. It could be Snapchat. It could be TikTok. It could be anything. It could be even YouTube. You waive your rights the moment when you sign up for the services of that channel. That's what happens. You waive your rights and you comply. Now you're complying to policy. That's what you're doing. So that's why they feel they have the ability to do that. That's why they feel that they have the ability to do that. Why did jail time become an option when they normally block or terminate people accounts? Well, that's a good question. See, based on their community standards, like I was reading earlier, they could pick and choose what they want to do, depending on how severe your post was. If your post was dealing with something extreme like hate or bullying, I get that. I understand that. Then yeah, the page can be blocked or it can be terminated because you promoting hate or you're bullying somebody. Yeah, I get that. That's totally understandable. Because at the end of the day, nobody don't want to be bullied, nor you don't want to promote hate. Because according to our law now in the United States, hate or hate crime is against the law. So yes, I get that. But however, when you just posting your subjective opinion and it's not hurting anyone, it's not causing anyone to be harmed in any type of way, form, shape, or fashion, then Facebook, they should at least allow people the opportunity to at least appeal. I thought that at one point in time that Facebook had a policy where if it's something that goes against the community standards, they allow you to at least appeal it. But the situation with my post, they didn't even give me the option to appeal it. And I tried to appeal it. I tried to look for every way to try to appeal it. The option wasn't available. And that's what frustrated me about that, was simple fact that the option wasn't available for me to even appeal it. The option wasn't even available for me to even contact them, explain to them the whole point of why I posted the content the way I did. And then if they felt that it's still against community standard, I would have personally removed it. They didn't even have to remove it. I would have did it with no problem. But for them to go further than what they did, block me for 31 days going live, to me, that's too much. That's been extremely petty. Especially when I have viewers, I have people who look to be informed and educated on my channel. I have people to even be just entertained on my channel. They look for that quality content on my channel. When you take that right away for me to go live of everything you could have did, when you took the point of me going live on my channel, to me, I think that's being petty. I just think it's petty. You could have stopped me from just posting regular posts for a week. I've been cool with that. As long as you let me still go live, I've been cool with that. But it wasn't even an option. I didn't even have that option to do anything. Now, I did a little research too, and there have been other content creators too that have been experiencing the same situation with Facebook. There have been many other content creators that I had got in contact with. They was having the same situation with Facebook where they went back 30 days. 30 days. Some went all the way back to like about almost 2 years and pulled up some content from certain content creators and decide to deem them for that and put them in Facebook jail and prevent them from going live. Same as that thing, prevent them from going live. And I know that some of these content creators, they do have monetizations where they monetize. They do. I don't, but they do. They do. They do, but the staff chooses what they would scan. They have sent me investigative messages before they post my messages. Yeah, I mean, Yari, I get that. Normally, in normal situations, they'll do that. They'll just send a message like, "Hey, this this content has the potential to violate our community standards. So take it down, which I'm fine with that. If that's what you want me to do, I'll take it down. I'm cool with that. But when it comes to the point where not only you tell me to take it down, but you waive my rights to even try to take it down, and you take away my rights to go live, that's a whole new level petty to me. I ain't lying. And that made me feel some type of way. That made me feel a whole type of way. Now, some of my fellow content creators, they didn't reach out to me about this matter, and they're saying like, "Hey, bro, to be honest, I know you got a huge following on Facebook, but maybe it's time for you to start migrating your followers to on YouTube, because YouTube, they have standards on YouTube as well, but YouTube haven't been as petty as Facebook. So you may need to start going on YouTube, which, to be honest with you, I'm on YouTube right now. No, I'm on Facebook, and I'm also on YouTube right now, live on both of my channels. So I don't know. If this progresses again, then I don't know. That may be where I may have all my own shows on strictly on YouTube. I may do it. I honestly might do it. I don't know. But it does, let's say, it does make me feel some type of way about that, about this and the community standards. It really do. It really do. Now, once again, like they have it on here on this community standards about the the hate crime and and stuff like that. Once again, I get it. Which that is fine. You don't want to promote nothing that promotes hate. You don't want to promote nothing that's going to cause a human behavior response. Like, say, for example, I post every single day about the Proud Boys or whatever. And I post it every single day that we should do X, Y, and Z. And people be influenced by it. Influenced to a point where they want to do something irrational, like violate a monument or do something crazy. Yeah, I get that. I get it. That type of content, yes, it needs to be flagged. Yes, it needs to be banned. Yes, absolutely. I get that. So it just makes me feel some type of way where are we really allowed to have our freedom of speech with them? Which I stated earlier, when we accepted these community standards, when we did our page, we pretty much waived our First Amendment rights, which people don't know that. That's why I'm telling y'all this. We waived our First Amendment rights. We did. So this is what I'm gonna do. Before I go, because I know I got other things to do, but I got another show I'm doing later on today. But I'm gonna do this real quick, since I got a little bit of time. If you're still on here, I'm gonna allow you to come on here. And if you got anything you want to express, feel free to hop on. This is my link. All I gotta do is click on the link, and you can want to hop on here, and we can have this conversation real quick before I jump off of here. Yeah, if you want to express anything, you can jump on here. By all means, you can jump on here. But it is how I feel about this. I had to wait 31 days just to get back on here and just to give y'all some more quality content. It is unfair for me, and it's also unfair for you as the viewer. And that that is how I feel about it. Now, they're probably going to look at this on video. I don't know if they're going to look at this video and say they're violating community standards by explaining community standards. So I don't know. They might put me in Facebook jail again. If they do, oh well. I'm going to express how I feel about it. Some content creators or people, they wouldn't go as far as I did, explaining about community standards and expressing them exactly how I feel. But me, it don't matter to me, because I'm going to express how the way I feel about certain things, as long as I'm not expressing nothing about hate. I don't hate Facebook. I don't hate their community standards or anything like that. I don't. I think it was unfair and unreasonable what they did to me. By all means, it was very unfair and unreasonable. Without at least allow me the opportunity to express myself. Your read on StreamYard is really good. Um, I had a first when I first started doing this, I was using Restream. Restream is fine, but when I switched to StreamYard is way better than Restream. Even though both of them do the same, but it's the programming. It's the programming that makes it way. It's the program with StreamYard that makes it way better than Restream. So that's why I went on to convert it over and start using StreamYard. So it's real better. A lot of content creators use StreamYard too. A lot of them use StreamYard. I know a lot of them use StreamYard. Like Stack Lady Name, Tanya TKL. I know she uses StreamYard. Sometimes she uses Restream too, but majority she uses StreamYard. And there are a lot of other content creators as well. They use StreamYard too, and it's really good, really beneficial. Yeah, what you have to do, Reed, is that you can either click on the link or you can copy the link and paste it onto whatever device that you're using. If you're using a mobile device, just copy it and paste it, and they'll take you straight to the Restream page, and you'll be able to jump on like that. Now, if you're using a iPhone, it's going to have you go to Safari. And all you got to do is copy it onto Safari, copy it and paste it onto Safari, and you'll be able to get on like that if you're using the iPhone. Androids, all you got to do is copy it and paste it on the Chrome or wherever your browser is, and it'll allow you to get on like that. But yeah, you'll have to use that actual link that I showed you so you can get on the actual link. So just copy it, and if you could copy and paste it onto your phone, do that. Or if you just could click on it, then do that. But yeah. Other than that, everything being just great. This 31-day bid did allow me the opportunity to just reflect on things. Allow me to get more content for y'all as well. I know that some of y'all been on my official Urban Therapy page on Facebook, and I've been kind of posting a little bit, but there's some reason behind that why I just been posting a little bit, knowing by me posting a lot. And it's a method to the madness too, because I don't want to be that content creator where I'm just posting way too much, where I'm just posting so much stuff on there. I don't. So I just post a little bit at a time just to get that interaction. All right, give me 1 second. Let me do this. Yeah, Mr. Reed, how you doing, sir?
Yo, how you doing? This is Big Shot. I just noticed your broadcast. I usually come through Facebook. It was an interesting topic, but what really was interesting was that I had experienced some incarceration time, but I was that's what caught my attention. However, to make a long story short, I am the host of a blog talk radio show program called Neo Nation, and usually I like to have conversations concerning topics that of this manner or this magnitude. And I just found it kind of strange in terms of the topic and you being incarcerated. Is that correct? You were incarcerated. You'd have to go to the feds for violating, I guess, the community rules that Facebook pretty much. I mean, that's the understanding I'm getting. That you
not not literally go to jail like literal jail, but my content was blocked for 31 days where I couldn't do no type of lives whatsoever.
Oh, so you didn't. Oh, so you didn't go to you didn't go to the penitentiary or federal prison.
Oh no sir, no sir. Sure, if I yeah, if that happened to me, I wouldn't even be on here. They wouldn't even allow me to have a
Oh,
Facebook page.
okay. All right. Okay. All right. I'm sorry about that. I apologize. But I was actually, I tune in to the post because I like to network, and I'm also utilizing these platforms because I'm actually going to start a documentary, a reality documentary utilizing real life stories and people that I'm coming across. Oh man.
I can still hear you. You kind of froze
Oh,
up. But I
okay.
can still hear
Got
you.
you. All right. Yeah. So I'm going to be utilizing real life stories and basically I'm in the process of developing the content in terms of how I'm going to produce the show. Contracts that they get involved with in terms of the social media and what it entails. Experiences where they send you a notice and state that we are investigating your content, and before we post it, we have to investigate it to see if it's appropriate, and we're giving you a notice, and we're investigating, and upon the finish of our investigation, when we finish it, then we'll post it or we'll deny you. For post, you won't be able to post it. So, um, like you said, the paperwork in terms of signing the contract and signing up for these apps and these social media platforms is tedious for a lot of people because we live in a society of instant gratification, and people want fast, quick information. They want to be able to sign in and log in, and they don't read the fine print. But this is social media is is unorthodox, uh, uh, commercial, intellectual property type of thing. Well, you can say you are an entity unto yourself, and so you're just using their platform to promote what may be either social, what may be commercial. Uh, it's all in the hands of the person that is using the platform, but they have to know what they sign up, what they're signing up for when they're on someone else's platform, because the options are there for individuals to create their own apps and create their own platform. This is the society that we're living in. But what I wanted to encourage you, and not only was I requesting for individuals to work together to develop projects and film projects, but I want to encourage you and all of the viewers and listeners out there to say that it's nothing wrong with that. The fact that they may have been an obstacle for 30 days, they're not allowing you to post because you have a brand and you have quality brand, and you can use that to your advantage, and you can become more creative, and you can expand your network, and your message will become more stronger and add more quality, like right now. Like, we have the opportunity to utilize each other's platform. I know artists in the industry. I'm connected to people that are involved with politics, who are running for judicial district leadership in their neighborhood. One in particular is William P. Smith, who is running for district leader in Harlem, and he's attacking the issue concerning privatization housing. So my whole concept is that these are people that I network with, which helps to build my brand. I'm not involved with politics, but I'm able to highlight the issues that deal with that impact our communities, impact the society, and humanity as a whole, and build my brand off of that. So I just wanted to encourage you, man, encourage other people, because with your story, with my story, a lot of people, I hear the same thing. Every time I speak to individuals on social media, they expressing the same point. And I come to realize that it is an issue. It is an issue. But then the option is given because you have platforms like Tara Reid and other people who are doing webinars to teach individuals about coding. You even have children programs now that are geared towards teaching children basic coding to start their own apps. And as we know, Facebook is an app. And so, I was always told that if you can't abide by house rules, then you have to find your own home. And I do utilize Facebook, but I am in the process of learning how to create my own app as well, because I come to realize that just like I encountered with other people, right, at first, in terms of trying to market and promote a unity on a network effort on how we can all work together and complement each other's brand. A lot of people wasn't jacking that. A lot of people wasn't with it. You can't come in on my page and promote nothing unless you promote what I'm doing, this, that, and the third. And so I said, I have to respect that. Not everybody is for development or empowerment and helping to invest in each other as a business or entrepreneurship. And so I have to learn to develop creative strategies to get the message out for what I represent, because I know my value and I know my worth. And so when I see that I can get on your platform to discuss or get involved on a symposium to discuss matters concerning constitutional issues, this is a platform that you fought for. And by all rights, you have to secure that. And you have to be creative. And sometimes you may have to use other outlets to get the word out. It may not be just one way and one delivery. I learned that from watching YouTube videos and watching where people were discriminated in terms of they were trying to buy a home, and when they had someone appraise the property based on their color, they realized that the appraisal was either increased or it was decreased. By changing the photos that's in the household, meaning that if it's a black person that's trying to get this property and her photos are in the household or trying to sell the property, and her photos of a black families in the household, it affects the value and how the value is going to be, how the property is going to be appraised. But then if she has a Caucasian friend, or if he has a Caucasian friend and has another appraisal, and he has Caucasian family members in the household, that appraisal is going to be different. So it's all about being creative and still getting the message across, and understanding the reason why you're here to deliver the message to people, to inform them, and to also strengthen the value of your community of affairs and your networking and your business and your brand. Represent the quality of your brand, and being creative, using a creative marketing approach. As I was saying, so I got an echo going on, but it's nothing. But like I said, we will have the opportunity. Like I said, I'm interviewing a brother right now who has created network in terms of international affairs, commerce, international commerce, and he's selling a Bogotox drink, health drink that he imported from Africa, and he's taking the proceeds and he's helping to build jobs and build the villages in Africa. And I had him as a guest, as a guest to on the show, and he was expressing, his journey in terms of selling the products and what products he's providing for the public. And I met him on Facebook. So I just wanted to encourage you is that where you may feel the block, it's actually an opportunity that's being prepared for you to be more creative. And that's all. I don't want to be long-winded. I want to thank you for the opportunity.
Well, I appreciate everything that you're saying. I was listening to everything, and I appreciate the encouragement. And I also appreciate you showing your insights as well. And also you will say showing about your documentary. Now about that, are you the creator of the documentary, or you got a team that's helped supporting you with the documentary? What's going on with that?
Now, just to share that with you, the same way I took the approach to get on your platform to share it, the documentary revolves around me and meeting people like yourself to create. I want to create the effect of showing people that we can believe in each other and we can reach a common ground and still have our needs met and work together and pool our resources together and be creative and understand that the cause is bigger than ourselves. And so what happens is that I realized with the use of technology, with the use of a phone, just in the aspect of you and I communicating on a show, and it's live, and it has the ability to reach millions and millions of people around the world. Just this form of technology. However you use it, I will hope that you use it for good, because I'm only bringing good to this platform. However, I said, hey, with the event of StreamYard, because I also did a StreamYard interview with a hip hop artist. I'm in New York City. I'm from the Bronx, New York.
Yeah, I tell by your accent, brother. I know you from the Bronx. Yeah, I can tell.
I'm from the home of hip hop, So,
yeah, shout out to the Bronx. Shout out to NY, man.
Thank you, man. But shout out to all of us, man, that have the mind state to empower one another and to work together to go beyond the isms and schisms of division and create history as we know it, to better ourselves, to be an example, to help others, and to have a spirit of humanity that says that we can work together. We don't have to. We can work out our differences. We can stand on top of our circumstances and look at that as the mountain under our feet and work together. It's so much opportunity that's available, especially due to the event of social media as a platform. And that's what's happening. A lot of the isms and schisms are taking place because of opportunity and frustration, because a lot of people can't see it. They're so focused on so many things that these distractions are causing a lot of depression. It's causing some people to not even know where they're going, and they don't even know why they feel the way they feel. And so I come to look at that and say, you know what? Money is not really the primary objective here. The goal is for us to work together. We are valuable in ourselves. Without us, there is no value in money. Corporations need our services, just like right now. They need our creativity. They need us. And we need each other. So when we start to work together and we start to utilize the gift that we've been given to think and be creative, I see stories every day of people who don't have those abilities and they make it happen. You have stories of the Iron Lung, where there was a woman who wrote a book from an iron machine that kept her breathing, but she never left that machine. She was born into that machine, and she wrote a book. So my whole concept is that I want my documentary to be based on my journey, the same way I'm meeting you right now, and trying to connect us and network and build a way that I can say a certain amount of proceeds can go to charity. We can negotiate the proceeds to go into the business. We're going to make money. But to be able to look at how we're able to help other people and that impact that it causes on these people's lives. We got to remember, man, the children are the future. And we once and still are children. We just gotten more information and more knowledge. Maybe some people haven't grown, but those who have, we can make a difference and we can make an impact on humanity, because regardless of what, we have to work together. We're gonna work together. Whether it's gonna be for good, that's the question that's left to us in terms of humanity. What we contributing to humanity. But
Yeah.
that's my goal right now, to look at the resources that I have in terms of human resources, people, your story, my story, other people's story and their journey that I've come across. We can all share and cross-brand each other's resources to expand and help each other brand to grow. And it's time. It's an investment. So I want to get into filming. I know artists. I'm in the heart of New York. New York is a story in itself. This is where hip hop started. I was never into the entertainment business. However, I don't have to be, because I was born in New York City. And I could tell you when hip hop started. And this is not a conversation about hip hop. But what I'm just saying is that I know my value and I know my worth. So I could tell you the story and I can share it with you. And I'm at the place of where it started. And this was a story, when you listen to hip hop, it's the same story. And what I'm talking about is the story of success. And this is where your story is being created. This is where my story is being created right now. This is our history being made, because people are tuning in and they're saying, wow, this guy just came on and he didn't even know this guy from a hole in the wall. But you know what? He's helping to enhance this man's platform. And the man is bringing value because he's the host of a show. Now, I haven't told you more. I haven't gotten into detail about my story, that's something down the line. But I am networking with people and I'm discussing with people the project and the idea that I have, the development. Doesn't cost much. I mean, somebody gave me an opportunity to see like a Canon DSLR, and I actually started filming using an Android. And I said, I want to step it up. But you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to take it a step further in being creative and saying, I want to create an investment opportunity so that the proceeds will be distributed to people that I'm working with, and outside of that community, people will be able to be provided with food, clothing, and shelter, and things that they need. And really, my inspiration is because of my mom, because she started a nonprofit organization, and I've been trying to develop creative ways to raise money to get the property that's in our neighborhood, so that I can help the youth and help the community and supply them with jobs. But I also looked at how powerful networking can be in terms of job placement and not only helping people to get trained for jobs, but then when I network with brothers like yourself, or if I network with a sister, she may have a job available to hire people. So now I become a resource. And I said, wow, everything, maybe I have to start this. And so that's what the inspiration is. I just took a leap of faith and said, wow, I don't even know this brother, but he has a live, and it was pertaining to some type of social injustice, or he felt as though it was something that dealt with issues concerning justice. Maybe he's been done wrong in some way. I felt that I needed to tune in because people get hired to tell stories, sell stories, and create stories. Stories are published in the Daily News every day, not because they care about the people, but because they care about the topics. And the topic sells news. It sells newspapers. It creates commercials. It creates viewers. And so I decided to tune in, not to see what I could get, but to see what I could bring to the table. And
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
create a network and be an example. It's not always what you can get, but it's about what you can give as well. And so I
Yeah,
decided
yeah,
to
absolutely.
say, this is what I represent.
Yeah,
And
yeah, you brought a lot to the table, brother.
thank
And I
you.
said, yeah, yeah, you brought a lot to the table to this conversation, and I appreciate your insight and everything. Um, Now I already took the liberty to go ahead and go onto your page. This your page right here, right?
Yes,
Yeah, I already took the liberty to go on your page, and I'm following you right now. And I'm purposely doing this that way where people could exactly see where your page is at, and they can want to go and find you, brother. That way they could network with you as well. So you can
thank
go
you.
ahead and get this documentary on and popping. So you could.
I'm also the CEO of Lit Stage Entertainment. That's L.I.T.STAGE Entertainment. That's a limited liability company. Um,
Gotcha.
so what you'll find on that page is music from an artist by the name of Jahari, also known as Job Banks. Um, I'm actually motivating him and inspiring him and trying to get the word out to see if I could possibly get him a record deal and get executives to check him out. But these are these are one of the things that I realize I can't do by myself. I also like to give a shout out to the rapper T.I. in ATL, because during my incarceration, he gave $10,000 to my mother's charity. So I really appreciated that, and I'm really thankful. I was trying to actually reach out to him and let him know about this artist, and then there was an opportunity where Master P had the rapper Master P from No Limit. He had called my mom's back. He returned the call because I was trying during my incarceration. I was trying to uh, have a meeting with him in terms of a marketing strategy, and he was engaged with trying to get his brother free, see murder. But that's another topic. I just wanted to just say that on the Lit Stage Entertainment page, you'll find the artist Job Banks, his music, and that's who I'm basically. What I'm doing is that I'm utilizing my Facebook pages, and I got a directory and a promotional page for people who have businesses, credible businesses, and I promote their business. You know, I promote it on my story page through advertisements. Like with your business, I'll be taking a copy of this and I'll be posting it on my directory business page and my blog talk Neo Nation featuring Big Shari page, which is a group page. So I have over several group pages that I created, and I look at that as a form of departments of my business. One is called Helping Others for a Better Tomorrow. One is a directory and business page from people that I'm networking with, such as yourself, so that I can show people that I'm making an initiative to reach out to people, and that this is going to be bigger than just Facebook, because I'm going to help businesses like yourself and market and promote it with no advertising cost. I want people to follow me and understand these are the steps that I was taking. This is the journey that I'm taking, and I want to share it with the people and let them know that they're welcome, as long as they're doing the right thing and they're going to do something bigger than themselves, because this is bigger than me. You know, I'm with organization, which is the Hand in Hand Foundation, who has a nonprofit mall that takes the proceeds and helps children who are incarcerated, who are helping youth who are not incarcerated, and he's building programs for the youth. And he has a recycling program in California. You'll see his advertisement on my page. You will also, if you tune into Blog Talk Radio Neo Nation show on Thursday, Friday, as well as Saturday nights from 7 to 9, you will hear those type of advertisement and discussions taking place. Most of who I'm connected to deals with helping the community. So I just want to thank you. I don't want to take up all the time, because I know
no, you're fine. Yeah, you fine, brother. I appreciate it a whole lot. I'm gonna go ahead and remove you. Then I'm gonna do my final shout outs. That'll be it. All right. Hey, I appreciate you coming on. Okay.
And I'm going to stay in contact, man. We stay connected and stay networking.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
And I'll be promoting your page and your business and your brand. And I want to thank you for this opportunity, man.
Yeah, you're welcome, bro. Yeah, you're welcome, bro. Yeah, that was good. Now y'all probably wondering why not allowed Reed to come on here and go ahead and promote his brand and business. The reason why is because I'm not like a lot of content creator where they don't allow opportunities. I'm big on opportunities. I'm big, especially if I have this platform. I know I have a certain amount of viewers. I want you to promote your business. I want you to promote your wherever platform you have. I'm big on that, because I remember at one point in time when I first started doing the official Urban Therapist page, I was doing the same as that thing. It was just the whole point that I was just trying to get this page out to people and just know that this page exists. So I get it. I get it. I understand it a whole lot. So part of me going through that process now, and when I see other people like Reed himself going through the same process, yeah, I will promote it for real. And so so Reed, you still listening right now? Go ahead and give me more of your contact information. I already follow your page. I also was sharing his following page as well, and I did it purposely. It was better for me for me to actually show the page to y'all. That way, y'all know exactly where to go to get to his page, rather than me just put it in the chats. That way, y'all could see exactly where he is, exactly where he's at. You could go to it. So I believe that he got a lot of good going on too. So yeah, I will get into contact with him. We will network, and we'll support each other as well. So that's real good. And also, I encourage y'all to do the same thing as well, because this being content creators, we need all the support that we could get to just provide quality content for y'all. Because it takes, I'm just being real with y'all, it takes a lot to come up with quality content, for y'all. It really do. So yeah, we do need the support. Like I got my Cash App thing going right now. I ain't doing it. I don't have the Cash App just because I'm bumming for money from y'all or whatever. But it's just the whole point that it does take a lot to develop great content. And I just want to continue to develop great content for y'all that y'all will want to watch. Like with this right now, some people they being very informed about it, and it's going to help them. Other people they may not be as entertained about it, which that's fine. This particular live wasn't about entertainment; it was about expressing this particular situation and showing y'all possible solutions and dealing with it. Long story short, that's the whole point of it. The whole point of it. All right. So yeah, I'm once again, yeah, I'm very big on that. What Reed don't know is that I also network with a lot of content creator as well and stuff on. I have different content creators. They actually come on my show too as well, where we be network with each other. So and I get more information from you, sir, and we could do some networking from there. All right. So I appreciate everyone for tuning in. I will be on later on tonight. I have another show I'm gonna do later on tonight since Facebook got me behind. So I'm gonna give y'all some more content. The next topic I'll be talking about, we're gonna talk about this manosphere thing. We are going to talk about this manosphere thing. We're gonna talk about this manosphere thing. We're gonna talk about Kevin Samuels since this is the hot topic about the manosphere. Then I'm gonna throw Tommy Sotomayor name in there as well too. So we're gonna talk about all that. All right. So tune in later on today. That's gonna be tonight, my time, which is Central Standard Time at 9 p.m. So if you're on East Coast, it'll be 8 o'clock. West Coast 7 o'clock. So I appreciate everyone for tuning in, and like always, y'all continue to fight fate with faith. And I'll see y'all later on tonight. Okay. Be blessed.